this young man on the show before, and at least I believe so. I know for a fact that I met him outside one day, and I thought he was interesting as hell and had an unbelievable charisma to him. And then I went to, I was judging a roast battle here on a Tuesday night one night, and I saw him roast battle. And again, very impressive. I can't tell whether he's a genius or he's crazy. So here he is for you, ladies and gentlemen, William Montgomery. He's something else. He's a special character. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise one more time for William Montgomery.
I'm gonna lose the fucking caboose!
That is the train conductor with the gambling problem. I like it when my mom goes out of town because I get to sleep on her side of the bed. I have a friend who's paralyzed from the waist up, which is a blessing because he's a dancer.
I just spent $30 fucking on the ecstasy. The least you can do is buy the movie tickets.
It's an impression of my uncle in '94 before we went to go see the movie Twister. So I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to heroin. It makes my stomach hurt. I'm not a big fan of hallucinogens, but I love how acid makes evanescent sound.
Fuck yeah. William Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done right there. I mean, holy... Wow, this is exciting. We met this guy on this show for the first time 2 weeks ago. He's fucking awesome. I fell in love with him immediately. I think he's one of the ways of the true future. Maybe I'm crazy, but maybe I'm right. It is the comedy stylings, the second ever appearance of William Montgomery. Wow. I am excited about this.
So I've got a whistling album coming out in a couple weeks. It's about what it sounds like, just my brother and me whistling songs like Jingle Bells the night before Christmas. Where'd the cookies go? Smells like Dad's been down here. Who put so many logs on the fire? Why does he have to drink so much? Be quiet, I hear him. Get behind the sofa, he'll see you. Who's he yelling at? Oh my God, what has happened? Stop saying that and get behind the sofa. He's staring right at you. How doesn't he see you? With classics like Get Under the Porch, I hear his truck coming up the driveway. Please eat it. He'll just get more mad if you don't. And it's not a ghost in the closet, it's just Dad. So I'm pretty sure I have lupus.
Wow. Wow. I fucking love you, man.
He's pretty sure.
This is, wow. I mean, William, I fucking love you.
Thank you, Tony. That's very nice of you to say.
It is. It is very nice of me to say.
I'm your number one fan.
That's very nice of you to say.
William, it's good to have you back on.
I know, it's nice to...
I'm very excited to have you on. For you podcast listeners, William looks like a bundle of fucking charisma.
Right.
I mean, just imagine an Irish version of, remember when Forrest Gump just kept running continuously? And he like let himself go completely. But this is like a red-headed, like a happy, gingery version of that.
I actually had a Uncle Tommy who was in Forrest Gump.
Your uncle was in Forrest Gump?
He was Lieutenant Dan.
No way.
Oh, wait, what?
No.
No, I'm kidding. That was.
So we had him on the Ice House. Remember, I invited him to the Ice House when I was with Jeremiah. We learned a lot about him. One thing we learned out, he's fucking a liar, and everything he says, it's a lie.
Well,
but you keep on forgetting, and every time you're like, no way, really? And then you go, wait, what am I doing?
What?
I fucking love it. Whatever it is,
Yeah.
I love it. You could lie to me all fucking day as long as it makes me laugh, buddy. Look at you.
Where are you from?
From Memphis, Tennessee.
I believe that part. Has he
After
lied
that
yet?
night.
I grew up in. Can you keep doing that music with the lights? I actually grew up in Memphis in the 70s. I'm 45 right now. I bought a lot of Lego stock in the early 80s. Ended up making tons of money on it. I opened up this water park outside of Memphis. Wild Water and Wheels, and somebody was going down the slide and got killed.
See what I mean? I don't give a fuck where he started lying, at what part. That's fucking comedy. I could listen to that shit forever.
It turned into a nightmare. I spent 20 years in prison. I had to join in Memphis. I had to join this Hispanic gang, MS-13. They,
Hispanic?
yeah, it was a hell of a ride.
Todd, this is your first time seeing William Montgomery.
I love him, man. It's great.
I think we actually met one time in Denver for the comedy festival they have there.
You might be
You
lying.
said
I
no.
played
might
this
be
comedy
lying.
festival.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's right. No, I don't know with you. So I don't
Maybe where is it at his park? Wild Water and Wheels.
Is that what it's called?
It was cool. Dolly Parton, a lady also from Tennessee, she was the spokesperson. She got really sick with lupus. She went to a.
Wait a second. I don't know. There's 2 lupuses in a few minutes with you.
That's
You gotta
a
think of
lot
some
of
more.
lupus in one 5-minute chunk.
She actually got it from a Kmart. Somebody sneezed on the handle of one of the carts. And
Oh,
not a lot of people know this about lupus, but
It's not how you get lupus.
yes,
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
I got to back him.
Yep.
My sister knows somebody and her friends. I was trying to help him out because it was him against everybody. But if I say it, it shuts out. Oh wait, is it true? Because Todd, no, that is true what he said. Honest, I'm not even joking around. I couldn't because I'm appointed from the state.
William, William, there's a bunch of people that have escaped from mental hospitals surrounding you. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
oh man, I think I was actually in. My T-shirt says Gatlinburg. I was there for I was in a fraternity for our first pledge retreat. And I remember the night I lost my virginity, I was down in the room that was playing the movie Seven, and probably 25 minutes into it, it would just skip. There was like something wrong with the DVD, so it just kept on playing the movie Seven, and I just tenderly put my arm around this young lady, and she led me upstairs, and I didn't tell her I had herpes, and turned into a big nightmare, big lawsuit. My dad's a big doctor back in Memphis, and she knew I came from a bunch of money. And
So what's the craziest thing you've ever done? Give someone herpes?
it was
All right.
All right.
I put on a strap on and jumped in a well. And that's how I ended up in this gown.
That's one
Still-
of 10.
Still warming up. 1 for 10 back there. Iceberg, full ice right now. You could tell because he's a shade of blue for some reason. All right, William. Well, I love your style, man. I think you can absolutely do no wrong. I could listen to you lie forever.
Well, thank you for calling me up again.
Well, you're welcome. It was the luck of a bucket. It's a bucket. I put my hand in a bucket. There he goes, William Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen. He's on Twitter at william.f.montgomery1 or Instagram. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we met this guy a few weeks ago on Kill Tony, and he took us by storm. I absolutely fell in love with this motherfucker. And on Monday, he got pulled out of the bucket for the second ever time in his life. And I like him so much, I brought him all the fucking way to San Francisco with us. Make some noise for the one and the only. There he is, William Montgomery.
I obviously got the recessive gene, but the interesting thing is both of my parents are black. I just discovered Viagra doesn't protect you against AIDS.
What the fuck am I gonna do?
I got roofied at the strip club the other day, which ended up being a nightmare because I had to dance in the next 5 minutes.
I'm white with black stripes.
That is the racist zebra. So I got high the other day, which ended up being a nightmare because I had to dance in the next 5.
Fucking unbelievable. See what the possibilities are in 60 seconds. How about one more time for William Montgomery?
Not a lot of people know this about me, but I sold a drug called Stacker 2. It was a diet pill. I sold it in the mid-90s.
I know Stacker too because I'm a wrestling fan. They used to have that on during pro wrestling back in the day. It was like a big thing. Yeah, go ahead.
It's really cool. I don't know if y'all have done Stacker 2s recently, but I was doing them the other night. It had been like a 5-day bender of just being away, going into Arby's. I would just walk into Arby's and ask for cups of water, and they would not always give them to me. And it was like, I think in September, it was September of '85, and I was in that Arby's just getting a cup of ice water, and God, y'all do the math, the rest is history.
Wow. I mean, you can just keep going if you want, really. You just want to ramble. I mean, go.
At the time, my aunt was living up in Maine. She refused to get on airplanes, so we got her a cab to the West Coast. It was like $3,000. And not a lot of people know this about me, but my father, he was big into farming, big into chemicals, and he got real sick just inhaling the chemical fumes. And my aunt makes it to the West Coast. Do the math.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Hey, William, is that a golf visor?
It is.
Have you ever thought maybe it's not a good idea for a white guy to wear a visor that says Masters on the back?
Funny story, mid-90s.
I bet it is, eh?
Now with some relatives, maybe my aunt, maybe my uncle, maybe a couple cousins, whatever. We're hanging out, and
I can't feel my face.
I don't want to interrupt you if you're going to keep going. Like, I mean,
I don't know if any of y'all have ever been to Jacksonville Beach, Florida, but I was there in graduate school probably 10 years ago, and I had a buddy down there, and we would hit waves on the boogie board. And it'd be cool because sometimes my buddy would hit like a big wave on the boogie board, and this is a movie I'm coming out with. There would be a cut scene of my buddy hitting a really good wave and me just doing my goggles off, doing the fog off with my pointer fingers.
I mean, wow.
Estoy alegre.
What was that, Salvador?
Podcast listeners.
I mean, all right. Okay, I guess that's a new habit we could just start doing where I just don't know what's going on. Maybe I could respond to it, or also, you could just repeat it once.
It's in Espanol, so you won't understand it.
Okay, all right.
Sort of weird, like 2 years ago at my parents' house, it was Halloween time. I started playing the Ouija board with my younger brother, Vance, and it was a nightmare. It turned into a nightmare. I don't know if y'all mess with that devil stuff, but don't.
I don't think, William, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever loved anything in the world quite as much as I love you. You've only been on this show 3 times, and I mean, there's just fucking something about you. I think you're an absolutely unstoppable force.
It's weird. In the 3rd grade, I was actually out on a golf course, and I got hit by lightning. And I spent 2 weeks in the emergency room. I got a broken ankle out of the deal.
You got wait. I'm gonna follow up on that one. Actually, you broke your ankle from a lightning bolt strike.
It was pretty much. I don't know if y'all are familiar with volts and things to do with electricity, but yeah, the amount of volts essentially that entered through my head when it blew out my ankle, it did a number on my ankle.
Oh my god!
And that's not a joke. My aunt was mad. She was caring for us boys at the time. This was in '96.
Okay. William, put that mic back in the mic stand. Allie's going to slide over, and you're going to join us here at the table while we blast through a couple more. First ever time that a person pulled out of the bucket only 3 times has ever been on the fucking panel before, but you, my friend, for some reason, I think deserves it. How about one more time for William Montgomery, everybody? Brilliant. 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 And just a little bit funnier looking than the last guy that was on stage, just to show you the gap of what I was talking about. But William knows how to fucking work that shit.
Funny story, that guy, we worked together at a Captain D's seafood restaurant a couple of years ago around the time of Hurricane Katrina. And like it got real nasty, let's just say, when we were evacuating the store. It was.
What did you do at the seafood restaurant? What was your job in particularly?
I specifically would go around, go to the napkin containers. I would fill up the napkin containers with napkins. I would every now and again go to the ice machine and see that there wasn't enough ice, but I would be too afraid to tell someone.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And I mean, around Hurricane Katrina time, it was Hey, Eric, are you more of a Speed 2 or Jumanji kind of guy?
Answer the question.
Jumanji.
Do you mean that, or?
I can't
Yes.
tell if William Montgomery is really funny or just on the spectrum.
Oh, wow. Jesus, wow. Really.
Hey, Eric, if you were to get a disease, which would you be worse to get, lupus or Legionnaires?
I have lupus.
William, are you reading those off of a piece of paper?
I wrote these earlier. Because I was interested to hear your Speed 2 or Jumanji joke, because not a lot of people know this, but I had an uncle. 4 years ago, he died in the remake of Speed 2. Hey, Eric. Eric, I had a couple of relatives like 5 years ago who got in a car crash. But here's my legitimate question to you. I've done a lot of reading in my time. Light in the attic or where the sidewalk ends?
You know, you have a very special thing. William Montgomery?
If you were to get a disease, which would be worse to get, lupus or Legionnaires?
I am going to force you to answer the question on that one.
But seriously, are you more of a Speed 2 or Jumanji kind of guy?
What was the first one?
The question, do you have "but seriously" written down on that?
Also, Tony, we got another fucking special homie, Rafael Gutierrez, coming from Inglewood. Rafael, come out, eh?
Oh, Rafael Gutierrez.
Come out,
Oh, we know this guy. Rafael Gutierrez. This is very exciting.
Tony, how's it going? Rafael Gutierrez. I'm actually a mall cop, and I killed someone at the ladies' Foot Locker a couple weeks ago.
All right. Well, here we go. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a lot of fun. We have some real gangsters here tonight. The great Jolena. We have what appears to be the most Irish-looking cholo I've ever seen in my life.
He's
next
from
to
El
him.
Salvador, fool.
I
You
love
better be careful. You're going to lose that ring inside of me, homie.
All right. Well,
And be
Dale.
careful, that's my wife.
Oh. There we go. A little.
And Dale, I just have one question. I'm from San Salvador, so I'm a big fan of the movie with Richie Valens, La Bamba. What's your favorite scene in La Bamba?
My favorite what?
Scene in La Bamba.
La Bamba.
What's your favorite scene in La Bamba?
I mean, he dies at the end, so just say the plane crash scene.
I don't know the movie you're talking
You've
about.
never seen.
I just told you the answer.
Hey, Julian.
Oh.
I got on your AOL profile a couple weeks ago, and
I thought I deleted that shit.
no, you didn't.
Oh yeah.
Julian, don't interrupt him.
But basically, basically it came down to your two favorite movies, La Bamba and Jumanji.
I love Jumanji.
Just us being here now, is La Bamba your favorite movie?
No, Jumanji.
What is do you have a favorite part of La Bamba?
The plane, when the plane crashed.
Yeah, I feel like if you hooked up with Jolena, you guys could make another of whatever that is to the right of Jolena over there.
If you could get me a fucking green card, I'd be down for it. Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't want to ask you this, but from the moment you fucking walked on that stage, I've been working at a mall for 18 years now. I've been the security guard. I've shot a couple people, and
absolutely.
And I don't know. When you walked on stage, I pictured you walking into the ladies' Foot Locker and me measuring your foot and just trying to find the right shoe for you. What do you feel about that?
Okie dokie. Aaron, what do you feel about that?
I have no idea how the fuck to feel about that.
Do you also mind repeating this? So I'm pretty sure my favorite movie is Jumanji.
Okay. All right. I had a feeling we were going there.
I actually used to do that a lot in San Salvador.
That
Yeah, I'd
makes
be at the mall. I was a security guard down there like 15 years.
And then you were watching La Bamba. Yep. Okay. Catherine.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene in La Bamba, the cold sore scene.
Here we
Hey,
go.
Malcolm, very nice. Here's my story. Eating an edible in Denver, ate way too much, ended up on my bed reading the Bible, convinced I was dying, just praying to Jesus.
Exactly.
That's honestly why I like the movie La Bamba. They were turning knobs.
How about one more time for William Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen? He's not fooling me. I know who that was the whole time.
I'll be honest, y'all. I watched the movie Anaconda a couple weeks ago. It was Jennifer Lopez's probably best movie.
There you go. A little fun fact for you. We have a regular on this show that performs a brand new minute every single week. However, unfortunately, Malcolm Hatchett could not be here tonight. So in his place, doing a spot not out of the bucket, but predetermined by the show and, of course, by popular demand. We met this guy a few months ago. Was an instant success on this show. We love him. He's controlled chaos, very wild, brilliant improviser, and just an all-around really funny guy. He's originally from Memphis, Tennessee. He's been doing it like 11 years. This is a brand new minute from one of our favorite new people on the show. Make some noise for the one and only William Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. Here he is, a real funny guy. One more time for William Montgomery, everybody.
So I'm a waiter at a dog restaurant, and it's sort of weird because they make me talk in an English accent the whole time. So it's a bunch of,
Oh, I'm upset. You need another bowl of water.
I got high the other day and thought blood was coming out of my ears. It was.
Let me hear y'all make some noise if you've ever been so stuck underneath your parents' bed that you can't breathe.
So I'm almost finished writing a troll movie. I just can't nail down a title. It's down to Troll Police 2 or Trolls 2 Troll Police. I found a key ingredient to margaritas the other day, cocaine. I don't know if y'all have ever seen La Bamba before.
Wow. Wow. So fun.
Thanks so much for calling me up right before Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, you're so silly.
Not a lot of people know this about me, but I like to go to airports, not necessarily to fly, just to steal people's luggage. And Thanksgiving is a good time to do that.
Hell yeah. The first time we met William Montgomery, he told us about how when he was younger, he used to find Hyundai Elantras and flip them over.
Down in Scottsdale, Arizona, it's a very arid climate down there. And I don't know if a lot of y'all are close to your aunts, but I am, and I'll be quite frank, it'll be sad around this Thanksgiving season not being around Mary, Aunt Mary.
Did you just give a shout out to your fucking Aunt Mary?
Let's give it up for Aunt Mary, y'all.
Wow, what are you going to be doing for Thanksgiving this year?
I have a good friend, Ben Jordan, who is...
Ben Jurgen?
Ben Jordan, spelled Jordan. He was a good buddy in high school. He was in the grade below me. I remember I was on the student council. You don't repeat that. I don't like to brag, but I was on the student council, and we would go get Little Caesars pizzas to sell during lunch, and Ben and I would get high as hell and then go back to Memphis University School and...
Fuck yeah. Man. So, William, everything's been going good for you on the comedy scene. I know that I know for a fact it seems like you are one of the most well-respected by the comedians. It seems like these guys must see you going up a lot. The fans of the show love you. I love you.
I've on YouTube. I read the comments, and people are nice. Then I got on a subreddit. I'll be quite frank. There's a subreddit that's not around anymore. It's called Pretty Dead Girls. They're pretty and they're dead. Yeah.
And what would you do on this subreddit?
I was a photographer.
Oh man!
I love how he sets himself up. This guy's fucking brilliant.
It's unbelievable. It's a
never
goddamn anomaly.
He's
It
doing his
really
own
is.
panel show. He's just like, tell me, Tony, about like what? It's brilliant.
It's a thing of beauty. I don't want to overexpose it, but it really is a never-ending. You are just a fucking truly a machine.
I did that. What I did earlier, my best joke is the dog restaurant joke, and I like to. My two good British accents I have are.
Oh, Evidence!
Or.
I gotta be honest. Those British guys didn't like it.
Those were the two.
Yeah, who the fuck was talking shit over there? I heard that.
Yeah,
I heard that.
It's my British blokes.
Jesus Christ! The Revolutionary War never ended.
That's that grime. That's
Still
that
have
grime
a couple
shit.
of the redcoats over there. All right, William. Well, I mean, you're an absolute killer, dude. You know, one thing that I told William in sort of a breakthrough that I had on a one-on-one with him, I can't remember whether we were here or up in San Francisco, is like, you know, he's been doing this 11 years. And we've had a lot of people that have been doing this a long time. We've had people that have been doing it 20 years, 15 years, 5 years, 3 years, and, you know, all different lengths of time. But this is one guy that came out here recently to LA and, you know, packed his confidence and comedy that he built in Memphis with him. I feel like a lot of people are like, well, I got good enough now. I'm going to go to LA and, you know, start from scratch and hope I make it. But not you, man. You're just staying in that pocket. And it's really exciting to watch. And I'm really rooting for you, William. I think you're like the real Zach Galifianakis of the future or something like that.
Thank you for letting me on.
Here he goes, William Montgomery, everybody. What do you guys think? Should we go back to the bucket one more time? Our usual regular Malcolm Hatchett is in North Carolina visiting family, unfortunately for this live audience. But in his place, why don't we bring up one of our favorite characters, perhaps the opposite of the Key Garcia, perhaps one of the most liked characters since his first time ever pulled out of the bucket on this show. He's a current sensation. You know him, you love him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only. He's here. William Montgomery, everybody. Wow, here he is. in the flesh. Come on, everyone. It's William Montgomery.
So I'm almost finished with a screenplay for a movie I've been working on called World War II, A Survivor's Tale, but it's spelled T-A-I-L. And it's about a family of squirrels living in a tree in the middle of Berlin during World War II. It's based off the poem by Shel Silverstein. Basically, Larry, the father of the squirrel family, begins getting suspicious when Hitler starts rounding up all the Jews. Patricia, the mother of the squirrel family, knows something's wrong, but Hitler's got some pretty good plans for Germany, so she's on board. Basically, it's the struggle of Larry and Patricia's marriage while also witnessing the transformation of Berlin during World War II from the perspective of a squirrel family up in a tree. Jonathan Taylor Thomas makes his theatrical return as Oscar, the older brother of the squirrel family. Critics are hailing it as a sublime combination of Five Will Goes West meets Schindler's List. A must-see.
Wow. 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 Amazing. William Montgomery, you are here.
God, are y'all ready for Christmas?
It's my Christmas.
Wait, what?
It was an impression of William. Nobody got it.
Oh, wow.
I actually used to do that. I was the Santa Claus at Kmart 2 years ago, down in Phoenix, Arizona.
Wow. Did you wear a Santa suit or you just dressed like that?
I was dressed like this.
I love it. I
Just
love it.
sitting on a bench outside of the mall.
The kids deserve nothing more.
Hey, your name's Mikey, right? Come sit on my lap.
Well, Tony, this is a plot twist. William is actually one of the gorillas that other guy lives with.
Oh, wow.
Albino gorilla.
I would have guessed William looks more like the zookeeper in
Yeah.
the apartment of gorillas. William, you are dressed today in what appears to be when, like, someone that doesn't normally dress up, like, tries to dress up for something. Like, it's like your illegitimate son's grade school graduation or something like that, and you're like, all right, I'll put on something good for it. And he's wearing this jacket that's half zipped up, and also doesn't cover the bottom of his body. You can see the whole 360 diameter range just above his belt line. It's a little bit
Skin
short.
belt.
But he is from Tennessee, and it's a Tennessee orange Vols jacket. And
My alma
because
mater. I am.
You're so
curious now. There are buttons on the sleeves. I think it's a lady's shirt.
You are so loyal. You are wearing a shirt 2 sizes too small for you.
And yet it fits perfectly somehow.
It really does.
It somehow is perfect in every way.
Yeah.
I've been swimming a bunch. I've been doing a bunch of triathlons. I'm getting back in shape.
Yeah. All right.
Who the fuck said that?
Wow.
Who the fuck said that? I'm trying to have fun tonight. It's almost Christmas time. Who the fuck said that?
Wow, William's going after the heckler here. I'm excited about this. William, what are you going to do to that guy if you get your hands on him?
Holy shit! It looks like my uncle was pretty sure there's a ghost in his house. I just picture me maybe dying in your house or something, and then spooking you.
I love that you're threatening him, but you're like, hey, I'll go die in your house. That is my favorite threat that I've ever heard.
Yes.
Fuck with me, I will die in your house.
Professor Snape.
It's amazing.
This is perhaps the strangest Weasley I've ever seen.
William does have a big red hairdo and beard, for those of you that haven't seen this show before.
I've actually, I'm going back home to Memphis for Christmas, and I have got to shave and get a haircut. Do you mind turning down the lights a little bit with the song?
Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
Your roommates think they live with an orangutan.
Okay, go ahead, William. Go ahead.
I'm just about to fly into the Memphis airport. My mother, Frances, will pick me up. She will see I haven't shaved in a while. I haven't had a haircut in a while. And she will say, hold on, William, what's going on out there? She honestly, my mother texted, you can do the lights up.
Oh, how was that?
No, my mother
I thought it
honestly
was building to
texted me
something.
this past week, and she's like, William, did you lose a tooth?
Did you? Did you lose a tooth?
I did.
How did she know?
How'd she know?
She saw a picture.
That's some type of, no, that's like hillbilly sixth sense.
yeah.
Where hey, did you lose a tooth?
Her tooth also fell out. She's like, Willie is without a tooth. Somewhere my boy is in a Kmart without a tooth.
God damn it, I'm getting one of those phantom toothaches.
Yeah.
And
Somebody-
just me walking the aisles of the Kmart
Yeah.
just in Santa garb.
Yeah.
Just
Stephanie, are you on the landline? I need to call William out on in
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, where's Stephanie?
Stephanie, I need to use the landline. You come from a big family out there in Tennessee? I can't imagine what they look like.
True detective.
2 younger brothers.
2 younger brothers.
2 younger brothers. Vance Montgomery has dark brown hair. He actually married a redheaded girl.
Wow. Someone was chasing the fucking...
In May, I know. I used to beat his ass, his punk ass in his bedroom, just with a belt, with my father's belt. I would hit him on the legs real hard, and I think that's why he got with the redheaded girl. My youngest brother, Selden.
Why was that why he got
has
with
red hair?
Yeah. Is that the only way he could come, being hit with a belt?
Well, it was the only way I got his attention.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm with
hitting
you.
his legs with a...
And you were the only kid in your family with red hair?
My youngest brother, Selden, has red hair as well. I remember when I'd get on Snapchat, there was a Snapchat of Selden in a Moe's Burrito in Knoxville, Tennessee, and he was in a hospital gown. And I texted my brother Vance. I was like, oh, it looks like our brother's doing well. And he's like, what are you talking about? He died last night.
No.
They resuscitated him. Yeah.
Wow. Merry Christmas.
See,
Happy holidays, everybody, from Memphis.
Your brother, let me get this right. Your youngest brother was in a hospital gown because he died and got resuscitated, then went to Moe's Burrito in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
let's give it up for Moe's. My
no,
uncle,
no. Let's not give it up for Moe's. Stick with me, William. Over
runs
here.
Moe's.
William, how did your youngest brother die before getting resuscitated? What happened to him?
I cast a spell on him. Oxygen dipleticus.
Was it a drug overdose, William?
It was a Xanax issue. That and alcohol.
Was he getting someone back? Did he get in a fight with somebody? He's like, I'm going to go OD in their house right now.
Yeah.
He did. Because I'm asking. I'll show them.
I love that you call it a Xanax issue, like it's a magazine or something like that. Just like
it's a September issue.
Yeah, he had a
Xanax.
subscription to Xanax. So.
Is he doing good now?
He is. He is a redshirt sophomore for the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff for their water polo team.
That sounds like a hate group. You're like, he's doing great. He's a redshirt Charlottesville marcher at the University of Arkansas for their torch team. He's very, very proud of him.
I fucking love it, William. What else has been going on in the world? Anything else crazy happen?
Today, I work at a self-storage unit place, and the 10th is a pretty busy day around there because the rent is due between the 1st and the 10th.
Yeah.
So it was calls all day. I'd like to think I trust people. I like to believe people when they talk to me, but at that job, I've learned that people just lie to me. So I'm sort of feeling bad, and just at the end of the day, this girl comes in with a manila envelope and pulls out something, and she's like, hey, this is my father's death certificate. I'm going to take over his unit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I just said, your fucking father owes 2 months of back rent at this motherfucking place. Are you serious? You're going to give me a death certificate? I have to pay my bills. I have a family.
Yeah, just because your family died doesn't mean I don't have one, right, lady?
Yeah, it was bullshit.
You're like, I thought my family was dead. They are not. So let's handle this.
She's like, my dad's in a coffin. You're like, you need to be coughing up 2 months of rent, fucking bitch. All right, well.
Tony.
Yes, Joel
Can I
Burt.
tell a
Joel
quick
Jimenez.
story about William?
Oh, a story. No better time than right now for a elongated story. Go ahead, Bill.
No, never
Billings.
mind. Moving on.
No,
Goodbye,
go
William.
ahead. No, I want to hear it. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, a few weeks ago, William was one of the cholos with us on stage, right?
Yes.
The night before, my whole life is based upon William coming to the show. We're all going to be cholos. And William calls me back. He goes, I'm not going to make it. I'm hurt real bad. And I go, what? He goes, yeah, I fell in the tub. I'm hurt real bad. And I was like, no, you're fucking kidding me, right? I need you here. Like, you got to be here. He goes, yeah, I'm not going to make it. And I'm like, you're joking, right? It was like a big show. And it went on way too long. And then William goes, nah, I'm just kidding. I'll be there. What do I wear? And I was like, fuck you. But he was here. He's a professional bullshitter. I love you, William.
Don't use Dial soap for your bathtubs.
William, how did you lose a tooth?
Yeah, which tooth is it? The
Yeah,
back one or the
let's
front
see it.
one? Or?
Where's it at?
No, I really have not. I remember when I was down in Destin, Florida, probably 12 years ago.
Right.
There were these Cajun people taking beer bongs, listening to music out on the beach.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, William, don't go mess with them. Some bad will happen. I end up in their
All right.
That's a cat.
William, I think we're going to try to get one more person
Cool.
up here.
Thank you so
there
much.
he goes. William Montgomery, everybody. Great. All right. So here on Kill Tony, we have a listenership that spans the globe. And I'm just going to come out and make an announcement right now that I think is going to shock a lot of fans of this show. For the last few months, we have had an amazing run with our first ever male, our first ever African American, our first ever regular that was an African American male. His name was Malcolm Hatchett, and no, he didn't die. He's still alive, but he has moved on.
Can you just call him black? It's very insulting with the African American thing. It feels weird. Black dude, what are you going to go with?
Anyway, unfortunately, a huge announcement here. Malcolm Hatchett will no longer be the regular on this show. Yes, he is moving on from being a regular. We'll see Malcolm perhaps on some special appearances here and there. But, so it's been a great run. If you message him on social media or anything, tell him how much you love him. Don't be a weird hater troll.
And it's not diabetes either.
Follow him for the rest of his life. We still love him and believe in him, and we're very proud of the work that we've all done together with Malcolm on this show. Now, with that said, what do you say we do something a little fun? In his place for tonight, why don't we bring up someone who we've fallen in love with on this show, someone who became an instant fan favorite and a huge favorite of the entire cast of this show. Very, very wacky, interesting, silly, smart, well-executing type of comedian. He's one of my favorite people to watch nowadays. Make some noise for, let's get a new minute from the great William Montgomery. Let's see, is he here? Is he here? Oh, wow, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Come on, everyone. It's William Montgomery.
So I've been performing exorcisms down at the Indian reservation.
Why are you looking at me? Wrong Indian.
In New Delhi.
The code breaker! You cracking the code, rude boy!
That's a movie I just finished. It's about an American code breaker that goes down to Jamaica to crack the biggest code Jamaica's ever seen. And in the middle of him cracking the code, there's a tap on his shoulder, and he turns around, and it's a Jamaican man. He's like,
The code breaker! You cracking the code, rude boy!
so I'm Chris Kringle's younger brother, Matt Kringle.
Go ahead, finish it.
I'm a member of a satanic church called the Church of the Secret Serpents.
All right, William Montgomery with a new minute. Hell yeah. How's it going, William? It's been a week since we've seen you last.
I know, it's been a good week. We're getting even closer to Christmas, and I'm just reminded every single day as we get closer to Christmas of my buddy Dillard Butler back at Presbyterian Day School telling me Santa wasn't real.
Fucking Dillard.
How long did he tell you that for? I feel like by the looks of you, it's probably college.
It was. I was still at Larry and Francis's house, getting gifts under the tree. And one day at the coffee shop, Dillard was like, "Hey, William, I don't get it. Do you believe in Santa?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "He's not real." And
Who told you Santa Claus was real? Your parents?
Yes.
Yeah. And you believe them? Are your parents still together, by the way?
The mirror.
They are.
William, stick with me over here. Are your parents still together?
They are.
They are. How long have they been married?
Larry and Francis. Let's give it up for 25 years, y'all.
How old are you?
I am 31.
You're 31. So
All
they
right.
waited until you were 6 before getting married. You were one of those little, like, flower boys, huh?
I was. We had an old lady that lived next door to us at St. Nick. I've lived in 3 different houses. The old lady at St. Nick. I'd walk out the door and she'd be like, "Oh, there's the flower boy."
She was a gentle soul.
I feel like there's pictures of you out there somewhere, 6 years old, dropping the flowers on the middle hallway thing with your beard.
At 6 with the beard.
Yeah.
Little ginger beard.
I'm going back to Memphis between the 23rd and 27th, and I'm gonna have to
Of this month?
Yes, for Christmas. I'm gonna have to freshen up. If my mother Frances right now could see me with this gut and this beard and this hair, it'd be a nightmare.
Tell her you're just being festive.
I know. Just
tell you
Kris
auditioned
Kringle's.
for a Santa Claus role, and you didn't get it.
How are you going to change the gut and so fat? Like a
Well,
girdle?
that's why
You're
he
gonna
said
do
he
a girdle,
auditioned
or-
for it. He grew it for this fucking movie, and then he didn't get the role.
William's about
Come up with a good Hollywood story. Good time.
William, are you going to trim the beard before going back home to Memphis?
I think so. That's my plan.
Yeah, how are you going to do that? You going to do that yourself?
I am going to find the closest Fantastic Sam's.
They are fantastic.
Man, interesting. That's fucking crazy. Huh. Well, William, it looks like you're already really ready for the holidays. You seem dressed to the nines. You know, William has been on the show. How many times do you think it's been now? 4 or 5, including San Francisco?
I would guess 5.
And and we've always loved you. Everybody's sort of raving about you. I think there's a lot of mumbles in the system and everything like that about, murmurs of how much people love you. And I know that the entire cast of this show loves you. And we've never had anything quite like it on the show before. And I guess what I'm sort of asking is, would you be interested in being the new regular here on Kill Tony?
I would love to.
Yeah? Well then, ladies and gentlemen, that makes it official. Your new regular is William Montgomery, everybody. Hell yeah. Boom, there you go. Wow. That's confetti. We got confetti cannons for this occasion.
Forget all Billy Monty.
I just want to give a shout out to my hater Cracker Barrel Kid 55. He talks so much shit about me on YouTube. If you're watching this, you spineless piece of shit,
I hope you fucking like what you're seeing! Cause I'm sick of it! It's almost Christmas! I'm about to see Dillard Butler!
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's just a taste of what,
Thank you.
perhaps we could be having that much fun every single week. Oh my God, so fun. You know, William is one of the purest, funny men that we've had on this show. So pure, healthy, clean. But one guy that does understand how things work is our brand new regular, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe he is here for his first ever regular spot of 2019 and in the history of Kill Tony, because we made him a regular the last time he was on. He's one of my favorite things right now. He's silly. He's loose. I consider him sort of like in a weird way, like a modern day sort of like Andy fucking Kaufman, if he was like with brain damage or something. Here he is for his first set as a Kill Tony regular. Ladies and gentlemen, William Montgomery.
So I've been playing a bunch of Monopoly recently. And I'll be quite frank, if after the first go round I don't land on Ventnor Avenue,
I'm gonna fucking lose it!
if someone ever tries to sell you ecstasy on Boardwalk, don't do it. It's a cop.
You want to take him a bobs? I got 20!
That is my impression of the Hispanic Little Mermaid. Originally, that was black. I didn't know if I should say black.
Fuck yeah.
How was y'all's Christmas?
Hey, good question. That's how it works.
Shit, man. I am.
He is. He does look like young Kris Kringle.
Yeah. My
At
only
a
criticism
gas
is that he could have worn some denim.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe a denim hat. Come on.
I was actually in South Korea 3 weeks ago, and they wear a bunch of denim in South Korea.
Yeah.
So.
William Montgomery. How about one more time for our friend William here? Here we go. We're off and running. Very funny set. First one to sort of like scare us and really perform, really shock the crowd, I think, there for a second. I don't think anyone saw that lose your mind at Ventnor Avenue joke that you did coming.
So true. Ecstasy
I
joke
forgot
is great.
that.
But it is a really good piece of property. That's in the yellow, I do believe, right?
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yellow's good. I'm obsessed with Monopoly. I pride myself on being undefeated lifetime in Monopoly.
Are you
Fun
serious?
fact for you, yeah.
How's that possible?
That's how long it takes to play one game.
Yeah.
No, that's that's the kid that can stay up all night because he's jittery.
It's true.
I'll put a hotel on that joke. That was a good one.
So, William, that part, what was the part that you almost said black instead of Hispanic? What was that part again?
You want thingamabobs? I got 20 from the Little Mermaid song. I think there's something gold in there. I think that could be
Wait
a
a
really
second.
good joke.
Wait a second. Are you sure? Are you sure it's 20? I thought she had plenty.
Plenty.
It's 20.
I think it's fucking plenty, dude, and I think we should go to the tape.
Let's go to the tape.
Yeah, let's hear it. I think it's like
I got thingamabobs.
You want thingamabobs? I got 20.
I got. Dude, that's just knowing how many thingamabobs
Is that
you
under
have
the
at all
sea? Is
times.
that what you're talking about?
It's
She
from
doesn't
Little
even,
Mermaid.
Wait. She doesn't even know the name of it, and she knows how many she has.
Right, she's got plenty, right?
Heart of the
It's
world.
20?
Part of the world.
Well, is she a Jewish mermaid?
Oh, come on. Stop it, LeBron.
Oh, part of your world.
Maybe there is some girl.
What
my
part?
God. It's in the middle of
this
the
part.
goddamn
Here it is.
song.
Treasures untold. How many
God damn it, thingamabobs.
What part is this going to happen? There's no way we're going to get kicked off of YouTube because of this part of the show.
Nope.
Not going to let it
Don't
happen,
let it
little
happen.
William
Don't let it
Montgomery.
happen.
No way.
Thingamabobs.
I got my
She's
eyes on the prize.
Fucking lots of them.
20. At least 20.
William, what'd you do for the holiday season, my friend? You're such an interesting character. I feel like there's never a dull moment with you. So how does a guy like you spend the holidays?
Went back to Memphis. I'll be quite frank. On the plane ride home, I ate some edibles.
Yep.
After our podcast we did.
That's right. He was on Jeremiah Wonders. What happened after you ate the
Took
edibles?
a third of a Xanax bar. Let's give it up for Mark Harmon back in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, hey Tony, we got the lyrics right here.
Yeah,
It's actually 20.
It is true. William was right. It's absolutely 20.
Basically, though, I ended up going through the TSA feeling good And the guy, after I get out of the thing where you put your arms up, he's like, "Hey, do you have bullets in your pocket?"
Oh, what?
Seriously, he asked me that, and it horrified me.
Of
I was
course.
scared to death.
Like the vibrator?
And I was like, I don't.
In my
What?
defense, 20 is plenty.
So he asked you if you have bullets, and then what happens? You
I
did?
said I didn't, and then he said, "I see your guns." Talking about my arms. My arms aren't big. And I laughed, but I was like, you need to be careful. Don't be
Right.
saying that.
Yeah.
You don't know how
Scare
much
people to
pot I've
death.
eaten.
It scared me.
Yeah,
I thought it was because you looked like a Revolutionary War soldier.
Reenactor.
Y'all come to the roast battle on the 16th. I'm playing a Confederate war soldier. Really excited.
You're talking about historical roast, not roast
Historical
battle.
roast.
It's a totally different show than what you just plugged. Fuck yeah.
Regular roast.
Y'all
I
come watch
am
Twister
a
2.
soldier in the White Army. What?
You're
So William, so you went through that, and then what happened?
Ended up in Memphis. My mother Frances saw me the first evening. I had that beard going. She looked at me, sort of did her head to and fro. The next day, I go with Larry, my father, to a sports clips.
Sports club?
Clips.
Great
It's like
clips.
a haircut place where you can watch sporting events.
Haircut place. Lady cuts my hair. Cuts a little too much off the mustache.
I can see it is a little bit.
She
It's
sports
an Amish vibe. I don't like it.
She sports clipped you.
You get a scalp massage?
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Y'all,
seem
the
pretty
scalp
happy.
massages.
Is your parents harsh on you? Did you have like a very strict childhood growing up?
I did. I was the oldest of three boys.
Some dudes suck your dick in middle school?
What the fuck? Oh God!
Come on. I get it.
Unbelievable.
I get where he was going with
Who
that.
are we calling?
Unbelievable. Did he suck your dick in middle school?
A nice guy, Travis Anderson.
Wow. All right. Got real quick.
Just got real specific up here.
This went from 0 to dick sucked real quick.
God, it
Now, were they strict though? I mean, because you were so nervous about your look. I remember before you went on a holiday.
You said your aunt was going to be mad at the length of your beard.
Is she mad?
Actually, you said, I'm going to be quite frank. My aunt's going to be mad about the length of my beard.
Mary was not. During Christmas Eve evening, they have a relative named Dan who I think is severely autistic, and he reads the Night Before Christmas poem. And it's
nice.
beautiful.
Sure.
And there's a moment Mary was looking at me, just nodding her head, yes, I like the haircut.
I'll tell you something about this story you're telling right now. Mouses are stirring.
Not even. I would, if I came home with that beard, I would just play tons of ZZ Top and just be like, "You motherfuckers sort it out."
That's it. Maybe.
Yeah, and then wait
ZZ.
10 years.
What rock band would you rather be in? ZZ Top or Stay on Top?
I think they should be called Stay on Bottom.
Well, William, I will say this, is that this is your first set as a regular on this show, and you came out guns a-blazing. There's nothing more fun than
Thank you.
for me to get to
Yeah.
watch. I believe this is both Doug and Randy's first time seeing you.
You were
loved
awesome,
it.
dude.
Loved
Super high me. I loved that your
Oh.
psychic abilities increased.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's true.
Thank you.
But thanks,
great.
dude. Yeah, that great job.
I just love that we never know when you are ending with a thought. Like, we don't know when it's going to end. It's like you could be done now or more could be coming.
Constructive criticism. Whenever there's a punchline, do this with the hat.
And curtsy. And just curtsy a little bit.
You want
maybe
thingamabobs? I got.
Look at that. Oh,
yeah. Look at
people
that.
love it.
That is...
Get a denim hat. You should get a denim hat, though.
There he goes, William Montgomery, everyone.
That's a sports clip I can get behind.
There he goes.
That guy is funny.
I think I was exposed to asbestos.
Wow, I believe that. There's the sound of asbestos right there. There you go. Man, wow. Between 7th and 8th grade, I believe that.
Just working on multiplication tables, hanging out with buddies, going to the Wendy's a bunch, ordering Dave's Doubles.
Dave's Doubles. You
Those are best.
you a big fan of Frosties?
I am. I don't know if y'all know a lot about Dave Thomas, but he was a hell of a man.
He was. Hey, have you ever had a wet dream before?
Wow, good question. Brian Redband getting in deep, asking the tough ones. Have you had a wet dream before?
There was a strange one evening where I was on a bunk bed and my now deceased grandmother, B. Vance, God rest her soul, was on the bottom bunk, and we were talking. We were having fun. It got to the point where she came up to my bunk and...
Do you know what a wet dream is?
She came up to your bunk, and the rest is history. Again, just the slow roll. When you pull that mic away from your mouth, you're done. Man.
Wet dreams aren't real.
You don't think so?
No.
You've never had one before?
Jeremiah's had like a mini wet dream. So.
Steve-O, I'm glad you're doing better. I have a memory of watching the video of you doing whippets, jumping out of that window. And at the time I was doing whippets, I'm currently doing whippets. But watching you, I'm glad. It's nice to see you.
Thanks,
I'm a big fan of Jackass. It's nice to
dude,
see
right
you.
on.
Cool to stand next to you right now.
So that's the thing. They can't be fucking real because that's like to presume that you weren't already jacking off before any goo came out. Like who?
That is a good point. Baloney Pete?
Baloney Pete has actually masturbated.
But Lemmy P, that is the catchphrase to Speed 2.
Baloney Pete, go ahead with the...
Bad joke.
Wow, you interrupted Baloney Pete for that, William. How does that make you feel as a former construction worker between 7th and 8th grade that you just did that to another construction worker?
It's all right. Once you're in the union, you're in the union for life. I'll let this guy do it. But nobody else. To answer Steve-O's question about wet dreams, I've actually masturbated like an hour before I went to bed. And during my night sleep, had a wet dream. So it's nothing about cum. It's just about how horny you are.
I had a wet dream during a nap once.
Wow. Is that true?
Yeah.
I had a wet dream on my lunch break once.
I've never had one, but I could see where it's a real thing. I mean, a lot of people.
Well, when the area between your thighs is always moist, I guess there's never really any knowing if you had a wet dream.
I think it's just like the idea of a guy just forgetting to jack off to me just doesn't.
No, like religious people, like people that are like, I can't.
Religious people jerk off the most. They just say they don't jerk off.
Yeah, but some don't.
For the record, we all die, believe in Jesus Christ, y'all.
Is that true that you really had a wet dream?
During a nap. It was a wet nap.
There you go. All right, William Montgomery, you did it again, buddy. Funny. William, are you on Twitter? I've been trying to find you on Twitter, and I can't find you.
I was on Twitter when I was on AOL, meaning my...
You've got mail.
Meaning my name is Pat106 at AOL...
William, wait, no.
Instant message.
All right. I guess follow him on Instagram at some weird handle. It's impossible to find. It's that time of the night where we have a regular on this show. Jeff, I'm excited about this because this is actually, I do believe, your first time seeing our newest regular. You were here, I believe, the day that we made Malcolm a regular, and now you're here for, I think this is this guy's third week as the regular. We absolutely love him. He's like a trippy, like Zach Galifianakis meets like Andy Kaufman or something like that. And I'm really excited that he's part of the show. With a brand new minute, make some noise for our regular, the great and powerful William Montgomery. Here he is, in the flesh.
So I recently got fired from the Home Shopping Network. They knew I was addicted to the drug spice and I lived in a tree. Weirdly enough, last night I was trying to look at the eclipse up in the tree and I rolled off the limb I was on and landed on my neck and hurt my neck real bad. So I'm single. I'm holding out for a black or an Oriental. So I started working for an antique mall the other day, and a guy came by my booth trying to sell me Beanie Babies, and the whole time I was just like, hella nice sounds like hella expensive.
Yeah, I'm literally crying right now.
That was beautiful.
My first time crying on this show, for those of you paying attention. There's just something about that fucking neck brace that just cuts me to my core, sir. I gotta tell you. And the fact that you always somehow...
Is that a neck brace or a beard holder?
It's a beard holder. I was actually recently in the Jacksonville airport, and I was stealing people's bags, and I would get tired from doing that, and I would just sit on a seat, and I would rest my chin, and I'd be able to fall asleep.
William, that is wild. I can't believe you did that at the Jacksonville airport. That is certainly, your beard really doesn't know what to do there with that neck brace on. It's really just, really just there like I don't know what.
There was actually, weirdly enough, in the Jacksonville airport, there was this man named John, and he saw me stealing his bag, and he started chasing after me, and I had the neck brace on, and I was running through the terminals, and I slipped, and then I just acted like my neck hurt real bad, and he was like, "Oh my God, are you all right?" He forgot that I was stealing his bag.
Fuck yeah. You can get away with a lot with the neck brace on.
A whole lot. I've been going to a bunch of 7-Elevens recently, and just stealing Butterfinger candy bars and slipping on the way out, and they all fall out of my jacket. And the attendant at the 7-Eleven's like, "Oh my God, are you all right?"
Wow. This is your first time seeing William, Jeff. This is his style.
And there is some motherfucker on YouTube who's talking shit. I don't know who the fuck it is, but my dad fucking tells me about you the next day. Quit doing it.
Woo! Oh, you internet trolls better.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
William, you are the realest fucking deal. Just constant slaughter. You have your own little divisive way. You look like every character on Forrest Gump mashed together at once.
Have you ever been with a black one or Oriental woman before?
Yeah, that's how.
Back in Memphis, there was this this open mic called at the P&H Cafe, and I remember there was this black girl, and we made out one night, and it was so much fun. And the next week, I saw her with a black guy, and I was thinking, God, there's no way. And she winked at me.
What'd you do? For those of you listening to the podcast, if you ever wonder what that wild laugh is that he gets when he doesn't say something, he just puts the microphone down from his face, and it always surprises everybody that was the end.
For people who are just listening to this, I'll try to describe him. Imagine an injured Civil War reenactor on his way to physical therapy. He happened to accidentally wander into a comedy club.
And then just me at the Civil War reenactment, just stealing people's costumes and just slipping on the mud inside of the tent. And instead of them being like, hold on, whose costumes are those? They're like, dude, is your neck all right?
Wow, William. God, you're so funny. How long have you been in Los Angeles now?
I've been here a year, like February 3rd.
Wow.
Something like that.
Coming up on your big 1-year anniversary here in LA.
I am. My parents, as I've told you outside before, my parents are here next week, and they want to take y'all out to dinner.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You
that's
did
right.
tell me this. You did tell me this last week. I was very surprised. And your parents want to take me to dinner. Now, are you going to come as well?
I am not.
You're not?
I'm not.
Oh, wow. Why not?
Where are you going to be?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I don't eat at Wendy's anymore. I'm kidding. I set myself up for that one. That was something I wrote last week. I'm kidding.
So when are your parents going to come into town?
I think next week, maybe.
Wow. Well, maybe we'll have to do this.
Yeah.
Jeff, you want to come to dinner with me and William and his parents?
I think you should invite them to the show, is what you should do.
Are they going to be here on a
They're
Monday?
coming. They're coming.
Wow.
Larry and Francis, y'all.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, they better brace themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
I know I've run out of all my jokes now, so.
Great
It's
job.
going to be a downhill fucking spiral after this week. I give myself maybe 2 more weeks, and then I quit showing up.
You know, William, let me tell you something. You realize
I'm serious.
You realize that
I got 2 more weeks in me.
William, you realize that if you do that, then that internet troll that is affecting you on YouTube is going to win.
I know.
Well, William, I mean, you're just one of my favorite things anywhere, anything. You have a way of cutting me to my absolute core. I truly did. I had tears coming out of my eyes. You truly made me cry laughing.
Well,
here
it was
tonight.
fun. Thank you all so much for letting me do that.
There he is, William Montgomery. He just killed Tony. It happened. Yeah, there he goes.